one's even gonna...
Oh, Sam, I was gonna say, can we do the tint that you do? Remember when I had red hair? That it was like a lighter brown?
Yeah.
I really like that.
You did?
Yeah, I really like that one.
That's fine.
Yeah. I want to try it out again. I mean, now, I just want to try it out. Maybe next time I'll go back to black.
No, you totally can do that.
This soap is so good. It always smells so good.
It smells good, right? I just ordered actually another thing of it, and Brow Code was never... They were always shipping direct from Australia, which was fine. It was just... Because shipping's still dumb expensive, so that didn't make a difference. But I ordered from them, and I saw that they like managed their shipping out to a different shipping company, which was cool. I was like, okay, I'll get this stuff faster. When I got the box and I opened it and I ordered all their new like stain shades and whatever, it had one bag of wax in it, and they forgot the rest of my order.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So what now?
So now they're like looking into it, but they're not really sure what happened.
Oh my god.
So
sometimes you're just like, of course this would happen to me. Only me.
yeah, I was pretty bummed. I was like, what the fuck? And I needed this stuff in there. But yes, I will use the lighter shade on you. Oh yeah, your red hair is gone.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna do it like next year maybe.
Okay.
But I just like, I need to like just save the money to like do it professionally, because like I did it myself and there was just like so much wrong with it and I was over it. I was like, okay, no, this is not working out. Like, so I'm gonna do it again, but I'm going back to black real quick.
It looks so good on you though. The red looks super cute on you too.
Thank you. But I just, also black is just like low maintenance. Like, I don't know if I was ready to commit to a monthly like hair maintenance.
Yeah. You're about to be an Ariana Grande. You know that's why she wears her hair in a ponytail.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, because of all the damage to her hair, because they were dyeing it red like every day for that Disney show.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So that's why she says she wears it in a pony, because she feels like her hair never
like
fully
recovered from that. That's so sad.
But think about it, they were dyeing it red.
Yeah, and it was like bright, like cherry red.
Which means they were probably
like bleaching
it also.
I would just shave I just would shave and just wear wigs.
I know, right?
Yeah, like I would just get tired of that. Like, come on, I don't want to have damaged hair.
I know, and your curls are so pretty. She probably doesn't have a curl pattern either.
Yeah, because I think she had like natural curly hair.
Yeah, when she rarely takes it out, it looks wavy. Oh, that's so funny. This is her right now.
I like when the universe does things like that. It's so funny.
Right? These are going to be the best brows you ever got, because the pressure is on.
Oh, I'm excited.
You're going to be like, you haven't been doing my brows this way the entire time.
Well, Sam, like, shut up, stop. Oh, my friends are always like, I can tell when you got your eyebrows and like you literally like look happier. Like I'm a better person.
No, stop.
For real.
I feel like I haven't taken a full
Let's take a breath. That's him.
I know, it's not that serious. There's like 7 people watching.
Oh, hi everyone.
Yeah. My core 7. That's all I want. good? Is it too hot?
It's good, yeah. What?
No, I want to say something. This feels like a regular, like, wax and tint, just that I can't, like, talk to you about.
Yeah.
Anything.
It's super relaxing.
Is that okay? Good.
Is there anything that you recommend, like, you do to take care of them better after you do the brows?
Really just keeping them hydrated, because tint just goes. That's just its thing, right?
Mhm.
It's really meant for the hairs,
Mhm.
but because there's this little added bonus of it staining the skin, that's
Mhm.
what people really want, right? So that's when
Yeah.
they complain, is they're like, oh, you know, the tint comes right off the skin, but it was truly never meant
Yeah.
like to last on the skin.
Yeah, it's for like hair also too.
Right, it's for the hair too, but most
Mhm.
people have dark brow hair, so like it's not gonna dye them like a different color, right? Just being realistic. So I did buy a color locking thing that's
Mhm.
supposed to make the tint last longer in the skin.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know.
Yeah, it didn't come
Maybe
in
you.
yet.
Oh my god, because the freaking package.
Yeah.
Right.
So annoying. But
But I think that my tint lasts a long time. Even when I get lashes, and like I hope you know, when was the last time you did my lashes? Like almost a month ago. I think that like they lasted through the month.
that's great. Yeah, you still had a few left.
Yeah. So didn't always last a while on me. I think it also just depends on your like your actual skin type. Like I think if you're really oily too, but what do I know?
No, it's true, because it's just lifting that right
Yeah.
back out of the skin. But the stain also helps too. It lasts a bit longer, which is like a henna hybrid situation. And I think that's what I used on you last time. I'm gonna use it on you again today.
Oh yeah, okay, see that lasted a long time.
I'm gonna use that again on you then. This damn stool always has something caught in the wheels. I don't know why, I'm just kidding.
It's just like
So loud. No, what I was gonna say before was that like I was so nervous that I dropped wax like in the palm of my hand and I burned myself.
No way. Please stop. Please stop. Oh my god. Sam, what are you gonna do when you go on like Good Morning America?
I'm not gonna go on Good Morning
Yeah,
America.
of course you are.
I'll send you.
You go on Good Morning America.
No, I can't.
With whatever thing you want to demonstrate.
My nerves are like next level and they weren't always like that. And I remember like when one of my friends got married, I was a maid of honor at her wedding, and so I had to make that speech, you know. And I even like put a joke in there, like that was like pretty funny, where I was like, I wrote this song for your wedding, and I was like, DJ, and like startled everyone because she thought I was about to like perform, and the DJ like got on the mic and was like, I was actually really nervous, like I thought I really screwed up. He's like, oh my god, you gave me a heart attack. I thought, like, did I miss this, right? But so I had like this whole thing planned. I was super confident. I didn't write my speech until like the morning of the wedding. Like, wasn't worried at all. But once I started talking, I was shaking so hard that she reached up from like the little table that they were sitting at and like held onto my hand, and I was like, what is going on with me?
Honestly, I'm like that too though. I get such bad stage fright.
And when my friends, like, say you were not getting lashed, but you came with a friend and you were watching me lash you, my hands would shake because you were watching me, and I was nervous to like,
oh my god,
show you or whatever. I don't know. It's so annoying. Like, who knew that I was such a little bitch?
No, you're not. Stop.
I don't know where the stage fright came from. It's new.
Well, I think that like you just like want to do a good job. So
yeah,
but you always do a good job. So it's like part anxiety, part imposter syndrome. Like,
I need like to take classes on like how to be in front of the camera kind of thing.
oh yeah, I'm like actually terrible. They had me do, for my old job, they had me do like a test interview with someone that was like basically live to the whole team, and I was so nervous for it.
I don't know what is wrng, but once I'm in front of people, like in front of a camera, my lips starts to...
Yeah, and it was like the worst interview ever. Like, I was saying like I was just so bad.
I know, with saying like and saying
oh yeah,
the worst. Sorry.
Oh my god, no, I was gonna say, I just have the most sensitive like eye area. So this has happened to me since I've been getting my eyebrows done. I started doing them when I was like 15. So this is just me.
No, it's fine. I am ripping hairs out of your face after all. I guess I should be saying what I'm doing out loud, right? So I'm like remarking all my little start and end points as kind of little guides. Because in my videos, I'm actually talking to you too.
Oh, okay.
Like in my videos, I've been using that white paste, that barrier paste, which is really good, but it actually like messes up my designs sometimes. Like when you freehand, you can see what you're doing. The white paste, you don't know if you missed a tiny spot, like there's a bubble, what's going on under there. And I found that it is like really good for henna because you're packing henna on.
Yeah.
And it's sitting. But for just doing like regular brows, it's easier to see, to follow your shape, especially when you're doing someone with thick brows like yours, because I can see, I just follow the shape of the hairs that I just waxed.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like that white piece is just very like visually...
It is visually appealing. It's like,
appealing.
ooh. It's like a whole map.
Yeah. Wait, so let's find... Okay, so I know that the last color that I used on you... is this, the name of the shade is irrelevant, but it was kind of like this chocolatey shade because you had that red going on in your hair. But I'm not going to do that again now that your hair is back down to its regular color. I'm going to use this one called Harvest Brown, which is like a weedy kind of like blonde.
Okay.
And it's not gonna dye your... It's tint, so it's not gonna dye your brow hairs blonde. It's just going to make the tint very like light underneath, which is cool. What I think you liked, right?
Yeah, just like it looked like because sometimes the tint, like you can kind of see it if you look at me closely, But with that, it just kind of just looked all like really blended in, which I really liked.
Yeah, but it didn't bother you how fast it left? I feel like the lighter
It didn't
you
leave.
go, the faster it leaves.
It didn't leave fast. I was in all of Greece with it on, and I was like in the water. I don't know. I just think my skin is dry,
That's
so
good.
it's like harder for it to lift off of my skin. But I was in Greece 2 weeks. I was like, what was I in Greece for? Like a week, and
Yeah.
it lasted all of Greece, and I came back home, and it was still fine for like another week.
Oh, that's good.
Like the tint, yeah, it does, do its thing, but my eyebrows like last like a month.
That's great. That's great news for me.
Maybe I'm just special. I don't know.
You are special. And the tint worked out.
Yeah, it works.
Thank God. Oh my God, there's this building across the street from here that something is wrong with their front light. And as soon as the sun goes down and their security light turns on,
Yeah.
it flashes like a siren. And so it's flashing through my window.
Not.
It's flashing through my window all evening.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And my clients are always like, what the hell is that? 'Cause it looks like a club light, like just going off.
These New York City landlords, I'm telling you, they don't give a damn.
It's been like a month too. I'm like,
Yeah.
does no one in that building is going nuts from that light flashing?
Yeah,
through their
especially
window?
like the people living on the first floor. Or like wherever the light is.
Very weird. I don't understand. This color is actually super pretty. I hope you like it, and you have to give me feedback how long it's lasting.
Okay, I'll text you. Let you know.
But that's why you go to these henna places and they put like black henna on everyone, is because I think like it's kind of ironic. Like the cheaper you pay for a service, the more like you get annoyed when it doesn't work out. And I feel like they deal with a lot of complaints and people coming back saying like, oh, this didn't last. So they just use black on everyone, and that's why people come to me and they're like, oh, like I got my brows done once tinted and it like really scarred me. Like my experience was super traumatic. Like they did it so dark. But now I realize like the darker you go, yeah, it looks so ridiculous. But it's the effect of it fading over time gives people the illusion that it's lasting longer because they used a darker color.
Yeah.
So I do tell people, the darker you go,
Yeah, the kind of the more it lasts,
you're
quote
gonna
unquote.
feel like it lasts anymore. Now that doesn't mean I never use black on anybody ever. Like no one needs black. Even
I don't
people
think
with
so
black
either.
hair.
Even people with black hair.
But
I mean, yeah, when we were using like a darker thing, it like I don't know, I just don't have that problem on me. But I expect it fully to be like 2 weeks, like, and that's, to me, that's normal. Like 2 weeks, okay. But if someone wants it to last like, I don't know, like a long time, I don't know. What do you prefer though? Like what? Oh,
yeah, but
actually,
even the fact that it lasts you on 2 weeks is less for you for 2 weeks is so good.
Yeah, like I don't have to. I feel like when my eyebrows and my lashes are done, I don't have to wear makeup to go to work because it kind of just feels like you're already done up. But I actually wanted to ask you what the difference between a stain and a tint is.
So stain is just a new product. Like it's just like these lashes when they make up these names, like mink,
Okay.
silk, and all that, right?
Okay.
Like stain is just this new product that Brow Code, this one company made. It doesn't matter the company, right? They made this one particular product that's like a mix of henna and tint. So if you're allergic to henna, you can't get stain.
Okay.
And it's supposed to last like they say it's supposed to last as long as henna. I don't understand the purpose of it being mixed with tint then. But it is much easier to use. This is what I'm using on you now. It's so much.
Yeah, because isn't henna like thicker?
Yes, and you're not. Henna, you gotta mix the powder. You have to like activate the powder, break up the little white seeds in there, and then let it sit so that the pigment can really come out of the powder. And then you pack it on to the client and you let it sit and dry and kind of wipe it away in increments. That's why my henna appointments are an hour long, because you're really supposed to let it sit for like a half hour.
Yeah. And is it easier, do you find it easier to manipulate than just like a regular tint? Because I would imagine that henna would be more difficult to manipulate and like get right and really clean when doing it on brows.
You know, it's tint and stain are the same consistency. Stain's actually a little thinner.
Okay.
Which is easier to work with, but there's also something nice about like henna being like this clay kind of substance that like you it's a little thinner than clay, but like you can kind of move it around. That's why with henna you see people using more of the barrier cream, because you can push it right up against the barrier and like you'll still get this crispy line when you wipe it away.
Okay.
When you use tint, you gotta really wipe your lines clean, or it's gonna end up like where it shouldn't be. And the other thing about like, well, real thing about getting henna done is like you're really supposed to do all your waxing after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because henna is a plant, so like it can really irritate open skin. So that's why you'll see people like you'll see people get mapped. They put that barrier cream on really so they could see the shape while they're sitting with the henna, because they haven't been waxed yet. They'll wax them after around the shape of the henna now, like around the dye on their skin, because to put it in your skin would really hurt you. Just like I'm talking to you, Alexa. Just
you are so very welcome.
Okay. Just like getting a lamination. When you do a lamination on someone, you're supposed to wax them after, because, and I've made the mistake before because I just didn't know, right? Like it will really, their skin will get so swollen and like flared up.
Interesting.
So you gotta wax after.
I've always wanted to try lamination, but I don't really like it. Like I don't really like how it looks.
I don't think you're a candidate for lamination.
Oh, what are you? How are you? Like, how do you make a candidate?
From like the thickness, like the texture of your hair, and not necessarily about like being kinky or coarse or anything. You have straight brow hairs, you know, and obviously lammies are ideal for people with curly brow hairs anyway. But just from looking at like the thickness of your hair, a lamination would really fry the hairs.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, and you would be upset, like with how
okay.
You definitely would.
Wow, I didn't know it was like a thing. I saw this girl getting she had like a cowlick on her hairline, and she got that laminated.
That's
and I was
so
like, what?
Silly. I saw that, but like here's the thing: a lamination is a perm.
So like, why can't they just say that brow perm? Because see, I'm thinking it's like this whole different product that.
No, it's not.
Wow.
So when you go and get your hair permed, you're dealing with a hairstylist that went to school for hair. So they are using like a balance of chemicals that was made for your hair, right? Lamination, since it's just a perm of the brow hairs, you're just messing with little brow hairs that are millimeters long, right? So it's one solution, one strength for all brow hairs. So some people it turns out fine, and for some people it turns out really bad.
Oh no.
And when I first was like playing around with doing laminations, and I was just doing them on my friends to learn like the vibes, I did it on a girlfriend of mine that has super thick brows, but they're very straight, and so I thought that this was going to be like a bomb situation for me. And it electrocuted her hair.
Stop.
Like straight out from her face, and she was so tight and was like, what do I do? And I was like, I don't really know what to do. Like, that's why you're my victim.
Oh my God.
So I was like, you're gonna have to wait till it goes away. And I told her, whatever, like, you can oil them and whatever, like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but no, I'll stick to my wax and tints.
Her brow hairs were also very brittle. They were breaking in half and like breaking off. And
oh yeah, you don't have to tell me twice.
For months, they were just sticking straight out from her face.
Oh my God, absolutely not. See, because I already have like sparse hairs on like the last, like, kind of like 3/4 part of my brow. So I don't even, like, I would not experiment. I'm good.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I should have people, if I had more time for like the screening process, I would have people send me a picture of their brows before their lamination appointment, which when I do have time, like, and I catch that someone booked a lami, I do that. But it's really, unfortunately, something that you have to see in person to really be able to like touch their brow hairs, like how I did to yours, to see the texture, like, and that's why I'll get clients all the time that booked a lamination, and when they come in, I'm like,
you have to turn them away.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not a candidate. If it was just about taking your money, sure, I'd do it, but like, it's not about that, because I'd rather you trust me now and come back. And they're always like, oh my God, thank you. Or like, I got a lamination before and it really fucked my brow hairs up, and I just thought I got it done at the wrong place, but they should have told me something. And I'm like, yeah, I would have never laminated this.
Wow.
But you know, people have their...
Yeah, people just, sometimes they just want money.
And I can't judge them, like, because everyone runs their business different, right?
Yeah, but also I think that, like, some people might just be like, well, you booked the service, like, I'll give it to you.
Right.
Like, you should know yourself more.
Right. But that's not really, like, the case, and it's not really fair. People are coming to you because you're supposed to be, like, the professional.
Yeah.
But, you know, since there's no real way to tell once they're in your chair, people are not going to turn them away because they're like, I'm not going to lose the money for this service. But it costs in the long run to be that way. So I'd rather just tell people, no, it's not for you. It got too hot in here with the heater, right?
No, I'm actually really cozy.
Oh, good.
But I kind of like warmer spaces.
No, me too. I'm always cold.
Yeah.
It's probably a sign of some underlying condition.
Right? Like, I'm anemic, I guess. All right.
Yeah. Just add that to the list.
You also have like the softest hand on earth. Like, I could literally fall asleep.
I do? That's so funny.
Yes.
Because my hands are always cold, and I'm like, am I giving you dead body hands right now? And clients will be like, yeah, you are.
Well, maybe it's because it's warm in here, but it feels good.
Maybe because I'm from that... My mom's a boomer, and she like smoked cigarettes her entire life in front of me, and now I have poor circulation.
Oh my God. Stop.
She could literally hold that against me, like, for the rest of my life. Like, the periods of time she was pregnant and had to quit smoking for us kids, as if, like, we did something to her.
Yeah, like that was an inconvenience.
That was the ultimate punishment of the
but if
boomer
I
generation.
If I ever have a child, I'm like, how am I gonna just not drink wine? Like, really, for 9 months, not a glass of wine?
You know, I don't drink anyway, but I do like talk to a lot of people that are like, no, you can have red wine and it's not that big of a deal. And when I was bartending, there was this one girl that used to come into the bar every weekend and drink, and it would make me so uncomfortable. But also she was like,
God, what?
She was like, I can do this. And she came in on New Year's Eve, and she had a glass of wine, and she was like, she was like ready to pop, and she was
okay,
like,
I don't think I even if it's like okay, I don't think I would.
You do it in private?
Because I mean, not even in private. I'd be so scared. Like, oh my God, no. not for me.
I don't know. I just feel like people could get away with so much back then, and their kids would turn out fine. And now you do
Yeah.
it once, and like if your kid's missing a baby tooth,
Yep, you're like
never
you
forgive
were
yourself.
you were the cause of this.
Thanks, guys. Wait, I'm gonna show you the full view around before I go off live. It's actually not tint. It's called a hybrid stain by Brow Code. If you go on their website and look on there, it's called stain. And it's supposed to last a bit longer than tint and be a little simpler to use than henna. But you still have to make sure, check with your clients that they don't have a henna allergy before you use it, because they will have a reaction just like they will with henna. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Bye.